Hello everyone. Today we will see about a three-phase alternator. Alternator, as we know that alternator or generator, we call it's a conversion which converts. It's a device. A generator is simple called as a device which converts the mechanical energy into electrical energy. AC generator is called as an alternator or synchronous generator because it rotates at a synchronous speed. Okay. So in the previous different lectures, we have seen about the induction motors. Induction motor is nothing but a device which converts this electrical energy into mechanical energy. But for this alternator, simply called as a AC generator. Okay. Alternator, you see, sometimes it's called as AC generators. It is a device which converts the mechanical energy into electrical energy. As we know that in different electrical power stations, we are using a lot of AC generators. We call as alternators. Okay, sometimes these generators we call alternators is also known as synchronous generator because the operation of these generators or simple alternators is having this nothing but it operates on the synchronous speed. That means it rotates at a synchronous speed. Okay, so here we will see about the working principle of the three-phase AC generator we called alternator. Simply this working of this alternator depends on the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Okay, there are totally two different laws regarding the Faraday's. So first law indicates whenever the conductor cuts the flux and EMF is induced. Okay, now that means whenever the conductor which is linked or simply called this conductor which is linked by the different fluxes, then in that case this flux linkage, due to this flux linkages, the EMF is induced in that conductors. Okay, so here we are using this basic principle for the looking towards the working principle of the alternators. The AC generators or alternator operates on the same fundamental principles of electromagnetic inductions as the DC generators. Okay, they also consist of an armature winding and a field winding. In DC generators, the armature rotates and the field system is stationary. In alternator, standard construction consists of armature winding mounted on a stationary element called as a stator and field winding on a rotating element called a rotor. That means what? As we seen in the previous semester, likewise a DC generator. Okay, generator means what? It generates the electricity. Okay, so fine. So in the DC generator, as we seen in the last of previous years, so in the DC generator basically there are two types. Basically the main parts of DC generator are having a two basic parts. First is the stator, we call it as the field winding, and second winding is the armature winding. Okay, and as we know that the armature winding, it is located, it is placed, it is mounted, or it is housed in the armature, and the field winding, it is nothing but a stationary part. So when the generator is coupled to any prime mover, that means when the prime mover start rotating, it will start to rotate the generator. म्हणजे जेव्हा जनरेटर किंवा अल्टरनेटर इट इज कनेक्टेड टू एनी प्राइम मूवर. प्राइम मूवर म्हणजे काय? प्राइम मूवर म्हणजे जो डिव्हाइस जो जनरेटरला फिरवणार आहे. म्हणजे सपोज माझा जनरेटर मी जर विंड मिलला लावलं, म्हणजे पवन चक्कीला लावलं, तर काय होणार आहे? पवन चक्की वाऱ्यामुळे तुमचं विंड मिल फिरणार आहे. ओके, दॅट मीन्स windmill it act as a wind blades, it act as a prime mover, and generator is nothing but a generation. So prime mover is nothing but it is a device which is used to rotate the generators. किंवा धरणामध्ये पाणी साठवलेलं आहे, धरणातलं पाणी तुम्ही एका पाईप मधून टर्बाइन वरती पाडता. नाउ टर्बाइन is coupled to generator. Now in that case turbine is act as a prime mover. Okay, so here whenever we are, as we seen in the DC generator, if the turbine, or simply called, if the prime mover is connected in the DC generator, now the DC generator start rotating. In that case what will happen? Now in the DC generator the armature winding is placed in the armature core and field winding it is stationary part. म्हणजे आपण इंडक्शन मोटर मध्ये बघितले की स्टेटर आणि रोटर असे दोन बेसिक पार्ट्स असतात. तसं डीसी मशीन मध्ये, डीसी मोटर मध्ये फील्ड वाइंडिंग आणि आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग असे दोन पार्ट्स असतात. त्यातलं आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग हे आर्मेचर वरती कायम रोटेटिंग असतं, फील्ड वाइंडिंग कॉन्स्टंट असतं. ओके, सो we can make a similarities. The armature winding of DC generator is nothing but here the AC winding, and the field winding is called the simple called the generator. Armature winding is nothing but the rotor, and the field winding it is nothing but a stator. Okay, stator म्हणजे stationary part म्हणजे field winding आहे, rotating part म्हणजे तुमचं armature winding आहे. Now here in the DC generator what will happen? Now whenever the DC generator start to rotating, it will produces the electricity. Okay, and now this electricity we are taking outside from the generator through the brush and the brush and commutator arrangement. Now for this AC generators, again we have some brush and commutator. Instead of commutator we call it slip rings. Slip rings and always a brush arrangement we have. By using this arrangement we are taking whatever the generated electricity in the alternator with generator towards the outside circuit. Okay, so जनरेटर मध्ये डीसी जनरेटर मध्ये काय व्हायचं, द आर्मेचर रोटेट्स. म्हणजे काय, आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग मी आर्मेचर वरती प्लेस करायचं, तर आर्मेचर एकदा फिरायला लागलं तर आर्मेचर रोटेट्स अँड द फील्ड सिस्टम इज स्टेशनरी. कारण फील्ड वाइंडिंग माझं आपलं कॉन्स्टंट इथं मी स्टेटरला ठेवत होतो. ओके, बट इन अल्टरनेटर बेसिकली what will happens in the stationary part we call the stator. Now we having the armature winding. In the armature winding, that means in the three-phase alternators, the three phases R, Y and B phases we are keeping fixed in the stator winding, while the field winding we are wounding or simply called as mounted on the rotor side. Okay, now what will happen, आपलं बेसिक प्रिन्सिपल काय अल्टरनेटरचा. नाव मला कसल्याही केसमध्ये मला इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट करायचं आहे. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट कधी होणार आहे, according to Faraday's first law. What is the Faraday's first law? Whenever conductor cuts the flux. ओके, म्हणजे जेव्हा एखादा कंडक्टरने फ्लक्स कट केला त्याच केसमध्ये त्या कंडक्टरमध्ये माझं ईएमएफ तयार होणार आहे. नाव आता इथं काय बघा, ऍज वी नो दॅट द फील्ड वाइंडिंग म्हणजे काय, इट प्रोड्युसेस द फ्लक्सेस अँड हिअर द आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग इज म्हणजे तुमचं इथं या आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग मध्ये माझं इथं व्होल्टेज किंवा ईएमएफ जनरेट होणार आहे. आणि फील्ड वाइंडिंग इट प्रोड्युसेस द फ्लक्सेस. Actually, my EMF is generated in the armature winding, while the field winding is used to produce the fluxes. Now, for this for AC generator we call alternators. Now, specially there are basically two main parts. We call the stator. Second one is the rotor. In the stator, we are always mounting the armature winding. We call the AC winding, R, Y, B phase, the three-phase winding, and in the field side we called in the rotor side we are wounding the field winding. Okay, now as I mentioned there are two types of alternators are used. Okay, now what will, before that I will explain the working principle. Now what will happens, now field winding it produces the fluxes. Now आता काय होईल, जेव्हा फील्ड वाइंडिंग मी काय केलं, रोटर वरती प्लेस केले ना, आणि आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग तुमच्या मी स्टेटर मध्ये फिक्स केलं. स्टेटर मध्ये स्टेशनरी पार्ट आहे, फील्ड वाइंडिंग रोटर म्हणजे रोटेटिंग पार्ट आहे. ओके, जेव्हा फील्ड रोटर वरती म्हणजे काय, जेव्हा मी रोटर माझा कुठेतरी प्राइम मूवरला जोडणार आहे, म्हणजे एखाद्या टर्बाइनला जोडेन किंवा एखाद्या विंड मिलला जोडेन आणि कुठे स्टीम टर्बाइनला जोडेन, तेव्हा ती टर्बाइन फिरायला लागेल तेव्हा काय फिरणार आहे, ऑब्वियसली दिस टर्बाइन इज कपल्ड टू द रोटर साइड. ओके, वन्स द टर्बाइन स्टार्ट रोटेटिंग, ऑब्वियसली रोटर स्टार्ट रोटेटिंग. म्हणजेच काय झालं, माझं रोटर मध्ये रोटर फिरायला लागले बिकॉज ऑफ द रोटेशन ऑफ द टर्बाइन. बट मी रोटर वरती काय माउंट केलेलं आहे, मी फील्ड वाइंडिंग माउंट केले. म्हणजे काय झालं या केसमध्ये, in that case the field winding is changing, field winding is rotating, but my armature winding is stationary. Now just look, whenever there is a need of generations we should change either flux or conductors. म्हणजे मला इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट करायचं असेल, म्हणजे कंडक्टर कट द फ्लक्स म्हणायचं आहे. म्हणजे काय होईल, मला इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट करायचं असेल त्या केसमध्ये एक तरी मला फ्लक्स चेंजिंग लागतं किंवा कंडक्टरची डिस्प्लेसमेंट बदलावी लागते किंवा कंडक्टर मुवमेंट लागतं. तरी फ्लक्स मुवमेंट लागतं किंवा कंडक्टर मुवमेंट लागतं. दोन्ही मी ऍट अ टाइम मूव्ह करू शकत नाही. दोन्ही मूव्ह केलं तर जनरेशन होणार नाही, ऍज वी सी इन द बेसिक इलेक्ट्रिकल सब्जेक्ट्स. सो हिअर फॉर दिस generators, AC generators, there are two types of alternators basically used. One is rotating armature type and the other one is rotating field type. Okay, in rotating armature alternator, just see these details. In the alternator basically there are two types, first called the stator, second one is the rotor. Now what I said, alternator is used to produce the electricity, we call it AC electricity, AC power. Now for that generations basically are required any one of these two, that means either the armature conductors or the field winding should be rotated. Okay, either the armature or field winding should be rotated. Now according to that alternators are classified. Now first classification is that rotating armature type, the name itself describes its information, rotating armature type. And second one is rotating field type. Now forget everything, just look these particular pictures. Now as I see here, this is part of construction parts of the alternator. Here what they are showing, now this is the outer side, now this is a stator winding. As I placed it, this is nothing but a stator winding, we call the armature winding, which are mounted on the stator side, and here this is nothing but a rotor. Okay, this is nothing but a rotor side. Okay, now for the simplicity I have shown the salient pole rotors, again rotor with the field side. Now for this simplicity I have shown the this type is nothing but a rotating field type. Okay, rotating field म्हणजे काय, एक तरी मला ह्या पूर्ण रोटर फिरणार आहे ना ऑलवेज. ओके, हा रोटर कुठे कनेक्ट असणार आहे, तर रोटर इज कनेक्टेड टू द प्राइम मूवर. ओके, हा माझा रोटरचा जो शाफ्ट आहे, इट इज नाउ शाफ्ट इज कपल्ड टू द एनी प्राइम मूवर सिस्टम. नाउ ऑन द रोटर साइड either I can wound the armature winding or I can wind the field winding. म्हणजे field तुम्ही तर field पण winding तरी कनेक्ट करू शकता किंवा आर्मेचर कनेक्ट करू शकता इथं. मग इथं जर मी आर्मेचर रोटर मध्ये जर मी आर्मेचर कनेक्ट केलं तर फील्ड वाइंडिंग माझं स्टेटर असणार आहे. समजतंय का बघा. If I connect the armature winding in the rotor side, then the field winding should be in the stator side. If such type of cases happen, we call it as a rotating armature type. म्हणजे काय, आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग मी काय केले, रोटर वरती माउंट केले, म्हणजे रोटर फिरणार म्हणजे आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग फिरणार ना. सो इट्स कॉल्ड एज अ रोटेटिंग आर्मेचर टाइप. नाउ if I wounded the field winding on this particular rotor, I called as a rotating field type. म्हणजे इथं फील्ड मी प्लेस केलं तर माझं स्टेटर मध्ये आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग असणार. आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग म्हणजे काय, तर 3 फेज AC वाइंडिंग इथं असणार आहे. ओके, नाउ हियर and if this cases happens, we call this a rotating field type. Now दिलेला आहे rotating field, rotating armature. रोटर फिरणार आहे, रोटेशन मध्ये रोटर असणार आहे. जर मी या वाइंडिंग या रोटर वरती जर मी आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग जर मी वाउंड केलं, वाइंडिंग इथं मी कनेक्ट केलं, जोडलं, तर दिस टाइप इज कॉल्ड एज अ रोटेटिंग आर्मेचर टाइप. इन द सेकंड पार्ट, इफ I connect the field in the rotor side, I call it as a rotating field type. Okay, now as I mentioned, in rotating armature alternator, the field is stationary and the armature is rotating, whereas in rotating field alternator, armature is stationary and field is rotating, as I explained. Now this is nothing but a simple construction details of the AC generator, we call it alternators. Okay, now we can see this. This is nothing but it's a armature winding. Now this armature winding, I said earlier, this armature winding having a 3-phase winding. So the 3-phase supply output, that means we are taking the power from this armature circuit. So we are using the 3-phase supply output. Now always remember that this field winding, now this field winding, we should connect the DC supply input to the field winding. Armature alternator मध्ये always जर तुम्हाला फील्ड किंवा फ्लक्स प्रोड्यूस करायचं असेल तर ऑलवेज इन दॅट केसेस वी आर युजिंग द DC सप्लाय. DC सप्लाय फील्डला द्यायचं, त्या काय होणार आहे, फील्डला दिल्यानंतर काय होईल, हा फील्ड म्हणजे फ्लक्स, DC फ्लक्स तयार होईल. नाउ दिस फ्लक्स विल कट बाय दिस कंडक्टर्स and obviously there is a production of AC electricity, and this generation we are taking outside from the armature circuits. Okay, now in the second case, suppose मी काय केलं, सपोज इथं मी फील्ड वाइंडिंग ह्या मी पूर्ण स्टेशनरी किंवा स्टेटर मध्ये फील्ड वाइंडिंग मी जोडलं, तर काय करावं लागेल, हे माझं DC इनपुट मला स्टेटरला द्यावं लागेल. समजतंय का बघा. मला ऑलवेज फील्ड वाइंडिंगला मी सप्लाय DC चा देतोय आणि आउटपुट काय घेतोय, इथं AC तयार झालेलं बाहेर घेतोय. ओके, मग या आता रोटर मध्ये जर मला मी फील्ड वाइंडिंग जोडलं तर मला DC सप्लाय रोटरला कसं द्यायचं आहे, फील्ड वाइंडिंगला सप्लाय कसं द्यायचं, तर थ्रू द ब्रश अँड कम्युटेटर अरेंजमेंट. ओके, थ्रू द ब्रश अँड कम्युटेटर अरेंजमेंट. इफ I connect this field winding to the stator side, then there is no need of any brush and commutator, because directly I am giving DC supply to the stator. Okay, but suppose I want to take the AC power outside from the alternator, म्हणजे मला ह्या पूर्ण अल्टरनेटर मधून जनरेटर मधून पॉवर मला बाहेर घ्यायची असेल, in that case I should require the 3 different slip rings. Okay, slip rings is nothing but similar to that of commutator and brush arrangement. I require the slip rings for 3-phase AC supply. Okay, that's what we will see. For a large level of generation, rotating field alternators are used. There is an advantage of rotating field alternator over rotating armature alternator, because in large generation system we are always preferring only this type, that is a rotating field type compared to the rotating armature type. Then there are a lot of advantages. What are those advantages? We will see one by one. So this basically we are seeing about the working principle of generators. Now this is the advantage of rotating field alternators compared to the rotating armature alternators. The advantage of having stationary armature winding is that the voltage can be directly connected to the load, and also we can insulate the conductors, because as we see here for these rotating field alternators, now we are mounted here, as you see here we are using the field winding on the rotor side, while the armature we call it in the armature in the stator side we are putting the three-phase armature winding, we call it three-phase AC winding. Now basically the generation actually takes place here on this particularly part. That means in the stator part the voltage is generated, which is nothing but AC voltage. Okay, now if we connect, if we using the rotating field alternators, then whatever the generation which is produced, whatever the voltage which is produced in the stator we call armature winding of the alternators, that can be directly connected to load, and also we can insulate the conductors. It is second one, it is hard to get the largely induced EMF in the rotating armature because the conductors of rotating armature requires their slip rings and brushes, and also it is difficult to insulate. If I use the rotating armature alternator, that means rotating armature means like this one. इथं जर मी armature winding टाकलं, we call rotating armatures. Okay, if I use these rotating armature alternators, then because of the high voltage which is produced in the alternators, then there is a requirement of slip rings. Okay, the slip rings exactly काय असतात, कसं असतात हे आपण नंतर बघूया. Already we have seen in this part is the slip ring induction motors. Now these slip rings and brushes, for if I use this three-phase winding in the alternators as in the as a rotating armature alternators, so and in that case I require always the slip ring and brush arrangement. Okay, and also it is difficult to insulate, as we seen this problem is met in the slip ring induction motors. Then third, rotating field winding is excited by the DC source, which is very less, so that the sparking problems are not occurring. Okay, that means if I connect the field rotating field alternator, we are using the rotating field alternator, then rotating field winding is excited by DC sources, which is very less, because as we are applying a very low voltage to the field winding, so there is no any problem of sparking which is takes place regularly on the brush system. It requires the two slip rings for single phase. One is for positive terminal and other is for negative terminal. If instead of that, if you are using the rotating armature alternators, rotating armature म्हणजे काय, इथं जर मला थ्री फेज वाइंडिंग मी इथं प्लेस केलं तर काय करावं लागेल, इथं एसी तयार तुमचं थ्री फेज वाइंडिंग मध्ये तयार होणार ना, तुमचं जे काही एसी पॉवर तयार होणार आहे ते. नाव इथं तयार झालेलं मला एनर्जी मला जर बाहेर घ्यायचं आहे, म्हणजे जनरेटरच्या बाहेर जर कनेक्ट करायचं असेल, तर इन दॅट केस आय रिक्वायर द थ्री डिफरंट स्लिप रिंग्स, one for R, second for Y, third for B, three different phases. But instead of that, suppose I am using here मी थ्री फेज वाइंडिंग जर मी बाहेर ठेवलं तर काय लागेल, इथं मला डीसी आतमध्ये जोडावं लागेल, द्यावं लागेल. So in that case DC only have two polarities, I call positive, second one negative polarity. In that case I require only the two slip rings. Okay, again electrical and mechanical stress is less because armature is stationary. Electrical and mechanical stress is less because armature is stationary. A cooling arrangement can be easy for high voltage side if it is kept stationary. That means if, as I know that always there is AC is produced in the generator in the we call armature winding. Now this voltage is as we seen in the generation subjects, the generator voltage or generated voltage of any alternator or generator is of 11 kV. Okay, so 11 kV is very high voltage. So for that particular cases, if I want to provide any cooling arrangement, okay, so it is better easy for the alternator who have the rotating field alternator, who has rotating field types. If I using the rotating armature, then there is quite difficult to maintain the cooling arrangement. Next, inertia is low because a low DC voltage is given to rotor side. Inertia is low because there is inertia is nothing but weight of overall weight of that particular system or machines. It is low because we are using a very low DC voltage to the rotor side. Now the armature is kept as a stationary so that the larger current can collect easily. If I use this armature winding in the rotor side, then if there is load on the alternators increase, obviously the current is increases. Okay, And if I want to take this larger current from the generator, then there is a sparking or there is any failure may takes place in the this slipping and commutator actions. Now in that case, suppose I use this rotating field alternators, then as I said, the armature is stationary, so in that case the larger current can be collected very easily. And last one, cost of the system is low as compared to the rotating armature type. Okay, always the cost factor matters while any generation system. So cost is always low as compared to the rotating armature types. So these are the different advantages of rotating field alternators compared to the rotating armature alternators. Okay, so rotating field, rotating armature we have seen with the help of these pictures. Okay, always remember that we are using the DC sources for its excitations. We call it simply called a DC exciter. Okay, the generator we call the alternator, simply called AC generator, always produces the AC power. Okay, DC generator produces the DC power, while the AC generators we call alternators or simply called a synchronous generator always produces the AC power. Okay, now AC is nothing, AC power, that means nothing but a three-phase AC supply. Okay, now we're taking this supply from the generator itself. Now according to that, the classification of generator may be takes place. As we see, it's either it's rotating armature type or it may be rotating fielder type. Okay, and as I said in earlier, that means for generation of any electricity or any voltages, either it may be DC or AC, we require the two quantities. First one is the flux, second one is the conductor. Flux पण पाहिजे, conductor ही पाहिजे. Now according to Faraday's first law, what it said, whenever the conductor cuts the flux and EMF is induced. म्हणजे मला या केस मध्ये एक either we should change the flux or we should change the conductors. That means we should change the position of conductor. In that case only we can generate the AC power. We can generate the electricity. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. So in the detail, the construction of the all stator and rotating part we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.